So RFK Jr. has changed the recommended vaccine schedule for your kids, basically taking the number down to 11 scheduled vaccines instead of 18. And it doesn't mean that these vaccines are going away, but what is happening is that instead of these vaccines being mandatory based on, certain or specific criteria, these are becoming optional and really based on a conversation between you and your pediatrician. And here's an example of a few of the vaccines that are being removed from that scheduled vaccine list. The administration routinely points to Denmark's vaccination schedule because Denmark does not routinely vaccinate kids against certain diseases and illnesses unless they fall in certain high-risk groups. And that is the change that was made here. Our new vaccination schedule in the U.S. now resembles Denmark's. But here's an idea. If we're going to look at Denmark for their vaccination schedule and the way that they do vaccines, why don't we also look at their healthcare system? Because there's a major difference in how the United States and Denmark have always viewed vaccines. Denmark, because they have universal healthcare, they are able to look at the cost-benefit analysis themselves, determining whether or not these vaccinations are needed for certain age groups and certain risk groups. Whereas the United States, they don't necessarily have anything to do with the cost-benefit analysis. They just have always prioritized the prevention and spread of disease. Denmark is often cited as having one of the best healthcare systems in the world, where 86% of people in Denmark are satisfied with the availability of quality healthcare, compared to 64% of the other countries represented in this report, which is the OECD Health Statistics Report from 2025. And everybody in Denmark, 100% of their population, is covered for a core set of services. In Denmark, they never have to worry about being one illness away from bankruptcy because they don't have to worry about medical bills. Obviously, they pay for this through taxes. And for all of you that say that we shouldn't cover other people's health care and taxes shouldn't rise to pay it, I'm going to say this again, like I've said before. The rise in taxes that you would see to cover universal health care pale in comparison to what you pay right now for medical insurance, which you're still paying for other people's health care, and you're paying at the rates of $30,000 to $40,000 to $50,000 a year to do that. Your taxes would not go up that much, and we could have a good healthcare system. So, hey, let's take a look at Denmark and what they're doing.
There's a shut-off notice on the kitchen table.